Hello friends, Paul Shin from the Boomerist Car channel on YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about Ford Model A slant window sedans. The 160A standard slant window sedan and the 160B deluxe slant window sedan came about in mid-1931. It was Ford's way of trying to keep up with what he was losing in market share to Chevy, Dodge, and some other manufacturers. By making the slant window sedan, it made it a little more stylish looking, a little more modern, got rid of the visor here, as you see. And it also put Ford back in the marketplace as a manufacturer of cars that were a little more upscale than the utilitarian Model A's people had seen previously. All the slant window sedans, be it the 160A standard, the 160B deluxe, or the 160C blindback, all had the vacuum wiper on the front windshield. And again, no visor, just aerodynamic, you know. So things going over your head. The thing that separated the 160A from the B, most notably on the outside, was cowl lights on the 160B. The 160C had no window here. This would have been just metal. That's why they call it the blind back. That would really limit your visibility when backing up, but this one has a window. So a four-door sedan typically has a little bit nicer ride than a two-door pickup, coupe, or whatever, because A, they're heavier, but B, the car itself, the seats, everything about it are designed to carry people in comfort. Now, I'm not going to say this is as comfortable as a Rolls-Royce or a Pierce Arrow. I'm not that crazy. However, this is a lot more comfortable than a pickup truck, and I'm going to show you why. Oh, look at this. It's like sitting on your living room couch. The seats in a four-door are just so comfy. The materials are just super plush. There's just something about a four-door that just kind of makes you relax. I mean, if you're a Model A kind of guy like I am, and you know you've driven several different Model A body styles and types, you know that the four-door is by far the most comfortable. You could just kick back in here. I don't know. This would make a cool apartment. Being the people in front of a four-door sedan, that's fun. But being the people in back of a four-door sedan, that's where these cars really come through. Look at all the legroom in this. I'm just kicking back. Like all Model A four-door sedans, the slant window four-door sedan has lots and lots of room in the back. I mean, literally, a full-size adult can really stretch out in one of these. You're not cramped at all. In fact, you have a little bit better ride than the people up front do. But I've got these straps that help me get in and out. I've got flower vases. I've got all the conveniences of home. Armrest. I don't have a TV. That's okay. So for some form of privacy and for night driving, so you don't have headlights blaring at you, you can pull down the shade. That's kind of cool. Most four-doors have this, but this one also has a cat toy. James, take me to the store. One thing the slant window sedan has in common with every Model A is the driving controls. All the same dash panel, amp meter, fuel gauge, on-off switch, odometer, speedometer, all that's the same, nothing different. What does make a slant window different is these. You get visors. So since there isn't a visor over the windshield of the slant window four-door like there is the other four doors, to get the sun out of your eyes, boom. Look at that. Modern sun visors. Fancy. Another thing the slant window sedan shares with all the other Model A's is the same 200 cubic inch, 3.3 liter, four-cylinder, flathead inline motor, which is torquey as heck. Torque moved the early 20th century. As you can tell, this 160A has a few modifications. Number one, it's got cowl lights, so it's been converted to a 160B, sort of. But there's some real key modifications you might notice. Alternator, yes, this car has been converted to 12 volts. Normally they came with 6 volt positive ground electrical system. A lot of people convert to 12 volt negative ground so that they can run modern appliances, stereos, car chargers, things like that. But one of the really, really cool modifications, this car has a B head, an honest to goodness B head. Yep, the police head right there. So this car could be a police car. Underneath this four-door sedan, you'll notice one thing about the slant window that's different from other four-doors. It's all metal. There's no structural wood in here other than some wood added for putting the seat belts in. But the car body itself, all metal, no wood. A couple other common modifications done to this Model A, and like a lot of Model A's that get driven a lot, is turn signals and radiator guard. Now, this is to protect you from getting rocks through the radiator and all of your water disappearing. I've never had it happen to me, but I've heard of it happening, and it sounds like that would be very unpleasant. So, there. This one's protected. So you know those really long Model A tours when you're out and Mama wants to stop and pick up some antiques here and there? Where do you put them all? Well, if you're carrying passengers, there's no place inside to put all the treasures Mama picks up, so you strap one of these onto the back. So you've heard of cars having a trunk. I guess the Europeans call it a boot. But here in America, we call it a trunk. Well, literally, on a Model A, it is a trunk. That's where the word comes from. So you just bolt this right onto the back of the Model A, throw all of Mama's treasures in it, then they don't get lost. Those of you with a keen eye for detail will notice this has the 18-inch wheels from 1932 on there just because they're cool. LED taillights really improve visibility at night, especially when you're expecting the texting teenager behind you to see that you're stopping suddenly and not hit you. Unlike standard four-door production, Ford had Murray and Briggs build the bodies the same so the parts are interchangeable. So all the slant window, both Murray and Briggs, have the same curved top on the window openings. There's a few little differences though. For example, the Briggs uses D-nuts on the firewall and the Murray used cage nuts on the firewall. That's one easy way to tell. But for the most part, all the slant window four-door sedans are almost exactly the same. Total four-door production for 1931 was just over 55,000. There you go, friends. A look at the 160A or 160B modified Ford slant window Model A sedan. Now when you hear somebody talk about a slant window four-door, now you know what they're talking about. By the way, this car is for sale, by the way. My good friend Noel and Patty are selling this car after enjoying it for many, many, many years. In Stetson at sbcglobal.net if you want to ask them if they want to buy the car. It's right here, right on the screen, right there. Check it out. Give them an email. I don't know. Be great to see this car on tour again. Man, this car's been all over the place. What a great car. The slant window four-door Model A. A car worth checking out. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.